Hello again. Well, I just caught over to Fox News, and they had a little clip of Barack Hussein Obama. And here's what he said, quote, "Regardless of the circumstances, no matter what the circumstances might be, we always get our soldiers back. Period." There's that period again. There's that famous period. You know what I mean? If you like your doctor, you can keep him. Period. You remember that? Well, he's got that word back again, period. Regardless of the circumstances, no matter what the circumstances might be, we always get our soldiers back, period. Well, if that's true, why is Andrew Tomarasi still in a prison down in Tijuana, Mexico? Isn't he a soldier? Unlike Sergeant Bowie, who was a deserter, who wanted to give up his American citizenship, we have a real American hero. So why doesn't Obama apply the same words? Regardless of the circumstances, no matter what the circumstances might be, we always get our soldiers back, period. What did Andrew Tomarasi do? Well, he made a mistake. He drove into Mexico with weapons in his vehicle. He didn't go there intentionally. It was a mistake. Unlike what Sergeant Bowie did. What he did by leaving a note was total desertion. And to show you how screwed up the military is, they promoted him twice while they knew he was a deserter. You know, I caught a little bit of Megan, and she had a guest on, and this guest is a high-ranking Republican. And he was able to take a look at documents that were secured. They were not for everyone's eyes. Classified is the term that they normally like to use. And what really amazed him is there was no mention of a letter that the New York Times posted. Now that letter should have been in that file, but it wasn't. So, was that file sanitized to a certain degree? I'm inclined to think so. What does that tell you? That tells you that the corruption is rampant. That's what it tells me. So, the good news is Barack Obama's leaving town for a while. You know, he's going to Normandy. He's going to honor the military. Why doesn't he pick up that phone of his, you know, the BlackBerry, and make a call to the President of Mexico? Let our soldier return. But he hasn't done that. But he sits there and he says, once again, regardless of the circumstances, no matter what those circumstances might be, like making a wrong turn, you know what I mean? We always get our soldiers back. What's he waiting for? You know what the difference is? The difference here is he can't trade anymore to Gitmo, folks. If he could, well, you know, maybe he should ask. Maybe he should ask the President of Mexico, what if I give you 10 of the detainees at Gitmo? Can we have Andrew back? You don't know. I mean, that could work. How insane. How absolutely insane is all of this? I ask you, how insane is all of this? Caught a little bit of Ted Cruz. Yeah, he is really, really amped up. Yeah, he's asking Congress to draw up documents of impeachment. Well, the problem is, you can draw up all the documents that you like. The Senate holds the trial. And no different with what's going on with Harry Reid. You know, the way he's going after the Koch brothers, The Senate won't do anything to any Democrat, especially to Harry Reid and or Barack Hussein Obama. It doesn't matter what they do. It's really scary. But you know what? It is what it is. What do you think? I sort of told you what I think.